Good morning, traders. Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Good morning to you. All right, guys, going to throw in some nuggets of information this morning in reading Trading in Zone. So 95% of trading errors you are likely to make that cause the money to just poof, evaporate before your eyes. If we could just poof it into our accounts, that would be way better. Will stem from your attitudes about being wrong, losing money. This is what's highlighted. Missing out and leaving money on the table, what I call the 4 primary trading fears. So what are my trading fears? Well, those first 2 are pretty strong, right? The being wrong and losing money. Yeah, those are very strong. I would say those are my trading fears. I don't FOMO really into anything anymore. Leaving money on the table, been trying to do better with that. But being wrong, losing money, painful emotions. And I think because of that, that's the reason why I've always had a difficult time as far as capping the winners too early. Because I want to be right, you know? Those are the 4 primary trading fears: being wrong, losing money, missing out, leaving money on the table. We'll go over those a little bit more today, but identify what yours is so that you can, you got to identify it so that you can obviously not allow that fear to trade for you. Identify so we can overcome it. So mine, being wrong, losing money, very tough. That's why I take profits early. What we're going to be doing is letting our winners run. Problem is, you got to get some winners going, right? So another quote I want you guys to hear before market opens on up this morning. You cannot make any of... This is one I've been really trying to grasp, and I'll tell you, when I wake up and really accept this, it makes a profound impact on my trading day. The problem, and 5-6 years ago, I remember blowing up an account, and it was because I focused on a trade-by-trade basis. I literally I can remember the ticker, NCTY. I saw an inverse head and shoulders. It was a beautiful pattern. I went long, essentially. The entire account blew up. I was trading back then on a trade-by-trade basis. This quote, remember it. You cannot make any of your trading errors at all. These 4 primary trading fears, right now identify yours. Is it being wrong, losing money, missing out, or leaving money on the table? So you cannot make any of your trading errors if you truly believe and accept that you don't know what's going to happen next. You don't. We're trading probabilities, not certainties. And risk says more things can happen than will happen. Yes, we're assuming we have an edge, but way back when I identified an edge, I thought it has to work. You have to accept the fact that this trade does not have to work, and more things can happen than will happen. We saw that yesterday with a number of plays we're going to dive into here in a moment. For one, what was that ticker? GDHG. GDHG, this one, hit the magic 420 number that we talk about, straight up to 420, straight down, and reclaim the entire move. Like, we've been seeing a lot of these. Now, in times past, more often than not, these things do not come back up, reclaim, after exhausting all longs like that. But again, risk says more things can happen than will happen. So what do we do as traders? Well, we take money off the table. We redefine our risk to, our average price. You just have to not trade a certainty, because there are no certainties. So we're laser focused, we're confident in our trades, we're disciplined in our approach, we take our signals. One thing I'm working on, I will tell you, because I don't know if you guys struggle with the same thing. I'm mentioning this to help you guys out, and maybe if you struggle with the same thing, you can work on it too. My struggle has always been capping my winners too early, and I know that these 2 are the reason why. The 4 primary trading fears, these 2, those are strong emotions, being wrong and losing money. So when I see green, I take it too quick. I've always taken it too quick. That's why I'm always scaling out now, a partial position, to mitigate that emotion, because I have a fear of losing money on the day and being wrong. Those are painful emotions. So for me, I take half off. for that reason. And then the other half, I essentially let run, gamble with. Leftover position. You could say gamble. It's still a high probability setup, but risk says more things can happen than will happen. So with that said, that's how I'm preparing my mind today. Manifesting a win today. We're going to win. We're going to be green. If not, we're still going to manage risk well. We don't want to go too heavy on any setup, right? Because we don't want to trade on a trade-by-trade basis. We want to trade over a series. You can only win when your mind is stronger than your emotions, so we want to be strong today. Isaiah in the building. Good morning, Isaiah. How are you doing? How was your day yesterday? So, guys, throw down any tickers you want me to look at this morning. If you have any thoughts or questions on the little free wisdom of the day, let me know. The two gainers that are popping up this morning, SURG, OSRH. A lot of sympathy plays have still been coming in after MLGO. By the way, just for shits and giggles, GME, GameStop, that one had a ramp yesterday into the close. So is that one starting back up again? We will never know. GME, by the way, I would get hate for this. I never posted this because the diamond hands would all come after me. But that was I took a 10 share short on GME at what was it? God, it was like $400 or something. I made like over 100 shares a point on that with IB. I'd have to go back and look, but I made $600 on that trade way back when, taking a short. It was insane. Let's flip through today. You're still holding DM. Okay, DM. I like this one too. It's on my watch list. We'll see how that one's going to set up. That one did have the merger agreement. This morning, the two plays that are in sympathy still, guys, longs are out. The longs are back in town. Longs are back in town. MLGO just brought so much hype. We saw it yesterday, but nothing really sustained. Yes, a lot of plays yesterday like reclaimed, but they didn't sustain their moves. So why is that? Well, the short interest on MLGO is 40%. That's why like today when I'm looking at these gainers, I'm looking at the short percent interest on the float because they're not really going to hold their moves if they don't have enough short interest to squeeze them out. They just aren't. That's just one thing we got to look at when we're looking at some of these gappers to see if they're going to sustain those moves. You're still holding DM. That's fantastic. I have a rule. I don't hold overnight. I've been burned holding overnight. Especially way back when I would hold longs overnight and then they come out with a public offering and I would just want to gouge my eyes out. All right, we're going to trade the probabilities today, not the certainties. Risk says more things can happen than will happen. So my watch list this morning is going to be I'm monitoring GENI. It's already hit 1120. It's on like a weak climb. Monitoring that for a pop to short into. DM that Isaiah's with, I kind of like that as well. 5 is the tough resistance there left of the chart. If we pull up the daily, $5, very tough left of the chart. And let's keep going. NAK, I took an L on this one right near the top yesterday. This is a mineral play. Like this, I think... Minerals, yeah, all the mineral stuff's been moving up irrationally. It's been annoying, but it is what it is. I really like the 125 resistance. I may locate again, try to stab at it again today. NAK on a short side against previous, probably against 130. We'll see. VSAT, this one is moving up in relation to, it's like a... VSAT selected to design the lunar orbiting satellite system. So this one's been moving along with, I don't know, just was it more like a technology play? A lot of those plays have been getting climbs on up. This one I like 1220. 1220 is very good resistance. VSAT. We see it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. So VSAT, I'm looking for potential short if we get a pop up towards 1220. That one's on a few day climb. You guys know the hangovers. I like to short into the euphoria on already overbought stocks. That's what. VSAT also, the 200-day moving average is at 1201. Very cool. I like that too. IP selling off. Like this one for a hangover, but it's already pulling back in. Already a point off of the previous high a day. Left of the chart on IP, very strong resistance at tap, so great play. Man, I hate when these things happen, though. They happen in after hours and pre-market. That's so aggravating. Because some of these I look at, I'm like, man, that would be good to hold, but I just don't hold overnight because you'd never know. It's so illiquid, and then you can get burned really easily. Because they like to come out with all the news when it's trading extremely thin and illiquid. And then PRCH, Preach. Preach climbed up yesterday. Now, this one, I did look at the short interest on its flow. It does have 15% short interest, so we got to be mindful of that. But PRCH up there towards this 52-week high, all-time highs, is kind of what I'm seeing. Up from $1 in October up to $8 now. So I have this is ETB at CPro. The short interest, I'm going to be cautious of. I like the setup for some profit taking. It's sitting right at its resistance on the daily there. OSRH and Surge, those are the penny plays. I'm not going to probably trade these, but be mindful of it. If you guys want some analysis there, it's going to be more so like OSRH. 350 has been holding up as support. The daily on it's very... I tried to find the short interest on OSRH because if it had like a 40 or 50% short interest, I'd be very interested in a long here, but it doesn't look, it's not showing me on Yahoo Finance what it is. I tried to look on other sites and it looked low, like 2% or so. So the chart's very ugly here, but this is what we saw MLGO, right? We saw a stock that was once at, I don't know, similarly, very, very high in its price, and then it just gave everything back. It was a heavy short interest, sitting at lows, and just that's what assisted in the squeeze. But I'm not confident that we would get that with this, since the short interest is very low. But this one came out with phase 2 trials. So phase 2 is asked the question, is this drug effective? And essentially this drug is effective. I mean, this is pretty much vexed in. Phase 2 normally brings in about this much hype. Phase 3 is the big one. That's the big one. Is it better than what's on the market? Is what phase 3 asks. Did I go over that one? DM, NAK. Yeah, I think I went over everything. So if there's anything you guys want me to take a look at, let me know. See, this is so interesting. We've been seeing some of these penny plays not sustain their moves, and of course, you guys know I'm all about that magic 20 cent area, like we saw even with this ATNM yesterday. But a lot of things are reclaiming. That's what's been interesting. A lot of these plays have been like climbing back up, which it's a rarity. That's an anomaly. They usually don't, because they have so many longs interested in getting out that are trapped. Is oftentimes probably what is happening is because of MLGO, like a lot of longs are very stubborn, and they're not realizing their losses. They're just holding and hoping. That may be a cause of that. All right, but got a couple minutes. That's pretty much the watch list this morning. Let me know if you guys want me to take a look at anything. We're going to be trading the probabilities today, not going to be oversizing on anything. And those trading fears that I discussed. The trading fears. Mine being wrong and losing money. There's also additionally missing out and leaving money on the table. I'm not going to experience that trading error if I truly believe that I don't know what's going to happen next. We take our high probability setup, but we don't trade it as if it's a certainty. That is going to have major implications on your bottom line. And if you can learn to create a state of mind that's not affected by the behavior of the market, the struggle will cease to exist. So change your expectations. There's a huge psychological gap between assuming you're a risk taker because you put on trades, but then fully accepting the risks inherent in each trade. When you fully expect them, they'll have profound implications on your bottom line performance. All right, traders, 30 seconds till the market opens on up, roughly. Mohammed, good morning, sunshine. Yes, let's have some sunshine on the account today. Let's have some sunshine. Alrighty, PRCH sitting right up there. See how that's going to open up. Ideally, like with these hangovers, I like pops to short into. I hate when they sell off initially because they're more likely to go red to green. More likely to get bought up. NAK, man, that's annoying. That's annoying. DM, we'll see how that opens up for you, Isaiah. I like that one too. It held up its 200-day yesterday. Ding, ding, ding. And 450 may hold up as support now. 6-cent spread there at the moment. All right. VSAT I like against 1220. If we get a pop up towards there at the start of the day, I would be interested in that one. VSAT 1220 is major. 1220 is major resistance on the chart. On good old VSAT, here's the chart. Hit about 5 times. So if we get a morning spike there, I mean that's a slower play, but these slower ones can pay out pretty well. So the penny plays this morning, SURG and OSRH, still sympathy off of MLGO. We'll see how those are going to turn out. VSAT is getting that spike, so let me pull up VSAT. Let me see. I'm gonna throw a position out on VSAT or attempt to get in it. Ah, shit. No, don't sell off yet. Try to get involved with it. 10-cent spread right now. I'll put an order out, but it may pop over 12. 12.20 was the area of resistance. I'm going to leave that order there. Surge getting a spike off of 240 pre-market support. Genie pulling back. I did like Genie too. Genie. That one's got room to fall down back towards like 1060s, 70s on the hangover. DM trying to hold 450. I'd be interested in getting involved with that with you on a spike because $5 is very tough there. I'm going to cancel my VSAT for now. I want to see if that one's going to... The bid's slowly climbing. I want to see if that one can get up over 12. PRCH up towards 820. It did hold the previous close, PRCH. PRCH, I kind of like that one too. VSAT, man, I like it, but I don't like that spread too much. Let's size it pretty far down. I'll put an order back on VSAT, but sizing down a little bit on that one. PRCH, I like it up here at 820. This one has a 15% short interest on its float. Be mindful of that. I'm going to put an order out, but man. Okay, I got filled on PRCH 822. I don't want to get squeezed out here if that one's, but gonna give it a little bit of room. Close with OCO. Oh, probably like 855. I'm gonna give it a little bit up there. Not very heavy on this one, just because the short interest again is 15%. I mean, I still like the setup, but just a decent short interest. What's VSAT sitting at? Still sitting right there, slow and steady on VSAT. 1220, that tough resistance. I'm gonna cancel that order for now and just still kind of chill out with it. I'm gonna reset TOS, see if we can get the gainers popping up. What are you guys looking at? Yeah, PRCH getting the morning spike here. So I may see another squeeze here today. Not in love with the short interest there. Okay, I like that pullback though, PRCH. 835 got rejected pretty good right there. You know what else I have a hard time with is sizing into winners. It feels so easy to size into a loser because you're bettering your average, but sizing into a winner is emotionally like very, very challenging. I like that 835 though. 828 now on the ask. Spready it is. Spready it is. I'll maintain that risk right there. VSAT coming up to 1194. Let's look at some of these gainers. GME, a little bit of a spike towards 29, pulling back. OSRH snapping off against 425. SURG is the one. I think that one was on earnings. Technology play coming up to some pre-market highs. SURG. Let me look at SURG. Look at how much it costs to locate. $2.50 per 100. SURG, I'd be interested in a short more towards like 320. More towards like 320. Huh, that's tempting, isn't it? PLTK, little morning spike. Yeah, PLTK, a little morning spike too. SURG didn't quite make it to $3. It's experiencing a pullback right now. VVPR, wow, that is incredible. Yeah, so many of these little plays are like reclaiming levels. It's amazing. That's what we've been seeing this week, like reclaims after reclaim. 1 up to 4. Oftentimes this does not happen, these reclaims like this. That's so fascinating. Surge still up there, trying to get up to $3. And PLTK holding its gains. Yeah, so just kicking back right now. Good morning, Kayvon. How are you this morning? So far, I just got one trade that's working against me right now. PRCH. Smaller size because this one has 15% short interest on the float, but short there, 855 stop. But not loving it entirely. Could be in squeeze mode. Could still be in squeeze mode. IP bouncing up. VSAT I did like against 1220. That one's up over 12 right now. VSAT was the one that's tapping that resistance left of the chart, 1220. Yeah, so eyeing that one. VVPR, oh my god. I cannot believe this one's reclaiming. That is unbelievable. Well, they came out with news this morning. What these companies should do is come out with news that they're coming out with a public offering, selling more shares, diluting their shareholders, coming out with shares at like 80 cents a share. That would probably bring in squeeze. Surge hit nearly that $3. It's been pulling back since. That one is on the earnings, but a lot of these penny plays have just been relentless. See, overall market doing? Just overall market, it's green at the moment. Ah, man. Yeah, PRCH is probably gonna stop me out. Glad to have gone small there, though. That was a major pullback off of 850. See if that holds up. $820. 822 average. All right, trying to find something. VVPR is very, very interesting. That one reclaiming its high from Monday, 450. Kind of testing that level out. PLTK still climbing. Be mindful of that one. PLTK getting a little heat on it. PLTK getting a spike. That one is a security upgrade, just an analyst upgrade, kind of communication play. Surge has been dumping since that near $3 hit. I was actually getting close to locating. The shares were a little pricey, but I was like, this thing up towards 320. I like it. Like it up there against 320. It's got a lot of support from pre-market at and around the 230s. I mean, I don't expect it to hold that up, but we'll see what that one does. VSAT getting close to that 1220 area that I liked a lot. And the 200-day. Yeah, VSAT might be bringing me in. VVPR, that one's has a lot of the attention in PLTK. Be mindful of that. Surge just dumped. God bless, dude. What we've been seeing with some of these as they've been reclaiming magic 20-cent level, holding up on it. Oh, PRCH. PRCH, I'm in the green now. That one's pulling back, going red on the day, it looks like. Good, good. See, widening my stops has definitely helped. Took profit on Surge. Isaiah, you dirty freaking dog. I knew you were going to do that. I knew in my mind, this guy, Isaiah, he's getting involved there. What was your average? Good work, man. Good work. Love it. Isaiah. VVPR higher. I would be cautious if you're getting involved with VVPR. The fact that, well, I mean, it's up here at resistance, but I mean, just the fact that it reclaimed its previous high and now that's just a scary one, right? Came out with news this morning. Man, PRCH down to $8 now. Shoot. Oh, I was thinking about tapping it again for a little bit more dough, too. I'm a little disappointed there. Looks like it's going red on the day. This is what I kind of suspected. Again, wasn't trading the certainty, but this upper shadow against the resistance. Hit 849 down to $8 now. Dang it, Kevin. Got to size into these. I'm going to let that one work throughout the day. Surge 293. Oh my God, Isaiah. Were you giving it room to add, like up and over 3? I cannot believe you hit a 293. That is amazing. All right, VVPR double topping against its previous high. 465 is holding up right now. PLTK pulling back in a little bit. That one's not up like a ton, so. Muhammad learning the hotkeys. VVPR short 463 and cover at 445. Just getting accustomed to the hotkeys. Very good. Good work. ATNM is creeping back up to the 220s. 269 is the 200 day there. Be mindful of that. You kept a very tight stop over the highs? Hell yeah, dude. Like, even with a 10% win rate, you're making so much dough. Like, taking profits like that, 293. And that thing dumping the way it did. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Very happy with this PRCH drop, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. I like that spike. I'm happy with this win right now, but I wish I would have hit it again up towards but you know, don't cry over spilled milk. Kind of wish I would have hit it again. That one has so much room to pull back, PRCH, so I'm going to kick back with it. I mean, probably down here, like 720 is definitely a key area. 720. So that's what I'm going to be kicking back with that one. VVPR setting up heavy against 450. Oh, hang on. Holding PRC. Oh, you... Isaiah. You're unbelievable. Well, look at it. It's trying to hold the previous close right now, 795. It may bounce a little bit here. It's already sold off from 850. I'm trying to work on letting my winners run. So I'm being a little aggressive probably with holding this thing a little bit more than I should potentially. It's trying to hold the previous close. I mean, if you looked at what I was just looking at though, 720, it probably has room to pull back to. It's an area I'm looking at. 750 as well. It may bounce around a little bit here, but the breakout was 720, and now I'll just try to test 52-week highs. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you where to take profit. I'll just show you, you know, a couple areas of interest. My heart would break if this thing curled back around to my average, but I gotta let him work. Got to let him work. VSAT is nearly hit 1220, and it's kind of that one's very slow, but still has my interest to a degree. DM still holding 450. Surge, just beautiful. Good work, man. I'm jelly. You're taking the scary stuff, which is very good. You remember yesterday on DATS, you were like, I'm scared. I was like, okay, that's my signal. That's my signal. Go. All right, flipping around. You're feeling good on DM. Yeah, it's slowing down a bit. Pre-market resistance is holding up fairly tough on it. It's coming back down to its previous close and around the open, which is good. Yeah, I'm liking it too. I think you're onto something with that. It looks like it wants to go red on the day. Again, I think the shares are too expensive for how it's moving for me to get involved. Yeah, it's like $6. I don't know. IP was not bad. This one trying to retest yesterday's previous close, pulling back in a little bit. Let's do a little flip around. GME still chopping around the open. VVPR. This one I said be cautious with, just because the fact that it squeezed out from $1 on Monday and now it gave back everything. It's probably the reason I say be cautious is on the short side, because really either side, because shorts have gotten involved with this. That's what we saw why MLGO squeezed the way it did. Shorts have definitely got involved with this and probably been holding this and accumulating shorts, and now it could get an even bigger squeeze potentially. So VVPR would be an avoid for me. Surge is awesome. Surge is awesome. Did you already take profits with Surge? And because it'd be sweet to leave like half there on SURG. I'll just leave half, let that one work. PRCH, nice. Still sitting pretty good there. Doug thought about you this morning. I hope you're doing well. On the front loader, listening to your great wisdom, sending green your way. I appreciate that. Yeah, I went over some wisdom this morning. Go back to the start of the live stream when you get a chance, and went over a lot of good stuff. Isaiah, you suck at leaving leftovers. I'm telling you, that's gonna make major implications on your account. It's very uncomfortable to leave leftovers, but it's going to make major implications on your account when you start doing that. Have major implications. Because why is that? Well, there's a... because of those fears I went over this morning. The 4 fears: being wrong, losing money, missing out, and leaving money on the table. So my 2 are being wrong and losing money. So that's why I'm always quick to take profits, because I don't want to be wrong. So I'm retraining my mind. VVPR, as I said, be cautious with that one. It's squeezing up. And I've seen this stuff before. Like I was telling you guys, it probably accumulated shorts the last couple days. That's why you got to look at these things. That's why it's getting a squeeze on up. The fact that it reclaimed, very surprising. All right, Surge sitting around 220. ATNM trying to reclaim, testing the previous highs, 220. PRCH, this one's been so good. I mean, it's just been straight down. Just been straight down. PRCH. I feel like it might be a good idea to take half off soon with this straight down move, potentially. Monitoring it. The other half I will not touch. But yeah, this thing just went straight down. 850 to 780. Previous close should hold up now. 796. Yeah, it's definitely slowed down a lot, which is good. How's your DM doing? Still just chilling around 450. 450 is an area. VVPR still sitting around $5. How's the SPY doing? SPY selling off, which should be good for our strategy, right? Shorting some things, but these penny plays just do whatever the heck they want to do. Kayvon, what are you working with over there? I'm trying to find some mid to large cap stuff to look at, but not a lot popping up on my feed. This NAK I have really liked against the 125. Man, I've really liked that, but oh, this was a level. God bless it. Should have saw this. This was a decent level of support right here on PRCH2, 780. We'll see if it can crack that one. That was kind of the resistance yesterday. Trying to act as a little bit of support now. Looks real heavy, though. Looks real heavy. Lots of penny plays today. Lots of penny plays today. You know, most of the time, I've said this before, need to go into a deep coma after I get involved with a trade, and I would be so green. So green. Ridiculously green. PRCH, I'm going to readjust my... It's spready, so I don't really want to do this. My average is 822. I just don't want to go red on it. So I'm going to... If it pops back up over 8, I'll probably... get out of it, but I don't suspect it will. At this point, I don't want to go red on it if it curls back around. Okay, let's find something else. DM under 450, so good work there. VVPR, $5 is holding up as resistance. I'd say DM moving slower than a slug on salt. I know, that's why it's just... I like it too. If I could... If it wasn't kind of pricey to locate, I probably would snag it with you, but it's too slow to get for me to feel like I want to get interested there. Kayvon still messing with UPS. UPS getting its bounce that we wanted yesterday. And let me guess, market's selling off and UPS is getting a climb. Market getting a little pop, but market is red on the day so far. ATNM doing exactly what that other penny play is doing. It not only reclaimed, but it's breaking up to new highs. Now, ATNM, this one has a 200-day at 269. 269. Okay, this one's been near all-time lows, so I do want to check the short interest on this before I even think about getting involved with it. I probably won't since it's at all-time lows. Man, ATN. Let me look. Short percent of the float is 7%. Alright, 7%. That's not terrible. But God, I just don't like these moves. I mean, I don't like the straight down, straight up. I get interested. If this thing squeezes up to like near $3, I am interested in it. Kevon not touching, never shipping with them again. Never shipping with UPS again. Well, they have some good competitors, coming up. That's why they've been selling off. And Mr. Doug, it's a good day. The day you blew your account, your old job needed you, so you said they can have you till May 3rd. Gives them a chance to find a new employee. Me time to get better. You've been so focused, man. You've been so focused and absorbing tons of information and knowledge. So it's about taking it and putting it to the test now. So it's good on paper to learn methodically exactly how to trade, but then the emotions are going to be the next part, which is what I've been focusing on a lot lately. The emotions in the ocean, psychologically speaking. So PRCH trying to find a little support here at yesterday's highs. Just FYI for anybody involved in that. Let's see if I can take just half off right around here. 780, 783.4. I suspect it stays heavy against the open. Getting natural bounces here and there is not a terrible thing. I think it's only smart to lock in something, though. Set a stop on the rest and then let her rip tater chip. Let her go. Yeah, so Doug, we got to figure out, make sure you can clearly define what you're looking for each day. And then the hardest part, in my opinion, is going to be the mental aspect of it, which you'll get there. So many years later, I'm still barely getting there. PRCH bounced to 786 now. Come on, man. Come on. Trying to bounce off of yesterday's. It's not good to just expect a straight down move on it, though. I was looking further back, so I didn't look at yesterday's high, unfortunately, and made a mistake there. Should have taken some in the 70s. All right. Flipping around. I want the previous close and like $8 to hold up on that. That's what I'm thinking there. All right, VVPR still sitting around 450, chopping around there. under $5. Wouldn't surprise me if that one made another leg on up. Flipping around, seeing what else we see out there. Man, there's just not like a lot. I mean, if you get involved with VVPR, yeah. VSAT was kind of interesting up there, but yeah, not a ton. Sniping some trades out. That's all we can do. PAYX, Kayvon's watching, but Nita and Moar. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, the high's up there like 155. Would get interested too up there if it jumps up another point or two. It would interest me. It's quite quiet out there. VVPR spiking up 515. Did I look at the short interest on VVPR? I think I did. It didn't have a lot. I think I did. I'm gonna redo it again just to make sure. Yeah, there's only 2.98% short interest on VVPR, so it's just going to be hard to squeeze out like MLGO did. That one's not going to be easy to squeeze out like its predecessor. But it probably did. I mean, that data on Yahoo Finance is about a month old, so it could have accumulated a lot of shorts from Monday into that spike, and that's why we're seeing this move. Let me just see how much shorts are on VVPR. It's kind of like grinding, so it's not $1.50 for 100. It's kind of grinding sideways, and the fact that it reclaimed Monday's move, I could see this thing. I could see it sustaining. But that's interesting. It's only $1.50 for 100. This 520 area, that magic 20 cents, something I would definitely be looking at, interested in. But this is where all the volume is, which creates what? Creates the manipulation. So it makes it essentially more difficult to get involved with a trade because you have chat rooms, algos, institutions, huge players, like 3 million shares in a minute, just insane action. You get this action that's kind of artificial, meaning like a high probability setup that would normally present as that may not move in a typical fashion. So the risk that you set has to be very defined because risk says more things can happen than will happen, and you got to very much define that. Doug, the emotions is what hit me hard the first time around. Was not expecting to hit that hard. Yep. So what can you define the emotion that you struggled with the most out of these four, the four primary trading fears? Being wrong, losing money, missing out, or leaving money on the table. So I'm in PRCH and it's still trying to sit around its support resistance that it created yesterday. It's kind of sitting heavy on it, 780s. If we crack underneath that, it's going to have kind of like a next leg on down. VVPR up towards 550 now. Man, there's been opportunity like no other in this market right now. There's been so much opportunity. It's been pretty good opportunity. Pretty good out there. Obviously, that thing is juicing up, and it's very tempting. ATNM, that one we were looking at, his previous high, and then broke out above that. 240. Pulled back in a little bit. It's trying to bounce around 212, though. Trying to bounce right now. Part of me suspects that this thing can climb up to the 200-day moving average, which is 269. Very oversold stock, but it is up like over 100% the last few trading days. But yeah, these penny plays, a lot of traders learning some wrong lessons, like holding and hoping on these penny plays. But it's not terrible against, like, I can't even believe I'm saying this. It's not terrible against 210 support if this one wants to do what everything else is doing. Yeah, PRCH. I want this one heavy against the previous close and $8. I'm giving it time. I really want this one to like bear flag up, be heavy against $8 in the previous close line, and bear flag up and sell under 780, which is the support from yesterday. I'm really just working that one trade. I mean, I'm not against trading anything else. I just haven't seen anything else to trade. 550 hit, VVPR. I mean, obviously the short locates there are highly tempting, but I know that's probably not a great idea. Yeah, PAYX, Kayvon's in. That one's like 155 as that good resistance I was looking at. So it's a decent hand. He's saying not the best that he's looking for, but just decent. SPY's kind of chopping around at its lows. That could help you out. And VVPR sitting up here above $5 right now with all the volume on it. Man, I'm itching to trade. I can't find a signal. Cannot find another signal right now. THTX giving everything back. Oh my god. Yeah, all the attention VVPR. 550's kind of like a high day number. I could suspect that could potentially be the top. Surge is in a little bit of a bear flag after the elevator down move. A little bit of a bear flag there. But that one was on some kind of earnings, which is holding up above the 200-day moving average. ATNM still chopping around against 230, 210 support there of trading it. But 2-3 cent spread there. Not ideal. Moved your stop to break even on DM. Yeah. I thought you had like a 430 something average. Did you hit it again up there? It's not bad. It's not bad. It looks like it wants to slowly unwind today. Swing trader. Swing trader. On the short side, oh my god, that's scary. Swinging on the short side. Be more scared. That's what I like to say. When you're scared, be more scared. I don't know if I could sleep at night, though. How did you sleep? How did you sleep last night? Were you tossing and turning? You get a good night of sleep? All right, GME setting up near pre-market highs up there, 29.50. Dollar Tree popping up. So Dollar Tree's been doing this thing, you know, in relation to retail stores suffering. They get more customers. VVPR still struggling against really like 530 right now, and the high is 550. Guys. Oh, ATNM. Elevator down off of 230. Elevator down. Man, that's such good, like 3-to-1 risk reward. Getting involved at 230, 240 risk. Now sitting at $2. Just beautiful. THTX, man, there's going to be a dead cat bounce here. I could get involved with that. The 50-day moving average is 164. It's getting close to that, THTX. And look at the yearly chart on this. I mean, it hit resistance up at 210. It's got support down here like in the 150s. But look how much it's giving back. I mean, THTX. I'm prepared to scoop it if it sells off. THTX. Let's see. If this thing panics off into like the 160s, 50s, I'll probably scoop it up, guys. Let me have that order ready. Yeah, if we just capitulate the longs into the 150s, because the 50-day is like sitting right here. What's the 50-day at? 164. I mean, it's got so much support at 150. You see, if that one panics off, I'll have my finger on the trigger. Panics off to like 154 or 5. I'll scoop it up. 307 high in pre-market. Might get a little dead cat bounce, something to work with. Yeah, this one's just been giving everything back straight down. Previous close 154. That's pretty much the support I'd have, because I mean, it's sitting right at the 50-day too. I mean, not like it's going to get a massive dead cat bounce, but you know, some of these plays have been turning back around. So monitoring that one. I mean, that's just for a little scoop action to kind of like a scalp, really. It'd be more of a scalp. Gave back everything. Everything. Yeah, Long's getting killed there. Absolutely murdered. Red to green move it did. Long's getting caught up there. 210. Guys, this market is like boring me right now. This is... Market is boring me. Kayvon, not much on PAYX, just took it. Yeah, there's not much going on out here at all. VVPR 550 still holding up there. I'm just monitoring. Yeah, PAYX, good, nice work. Probably what, single entry there. NAK made the move today. SOB. God, I wanted to locate that too. 125 down to 116 right now. VSAT still sitting around resistance, the 200-day there. IP pulling back off of 56. PRCH still in this kind of bear flag. I want it to stay heavy under the previous close on 8. SPY selling off, still red on the day against its 200-day. And, I mean, I was looking for a potential dead cat bounce TX against, like 150, probably be like 145. Kind of a dead cat bounce there because we got the previous close, the 50-day. It's already given back like 100%. So maybe it gets a little bounce right here. Longs take longer. Just be mindful of that if you're getting involved with something like that. VVPR. It's just chopping around here against 525 right now. Going to be more manipulation on that play. Man, what is going on? Dollar Tree, there's definitely some volume there. That's tapping its 50-day. AT&M was kind of a miss. I mean, that gave sloppy seconds. Up towards 130. Kind of a miss there, but I really haven't missed much today so far. All right, Doug, biggest emotion. Watching the losing trades lose more and refusing to get out. All right, well, you've identified it, so I struggle with that too, and that's why I just started implementing like the OCO orders immediately upon getting in a trade. So essentially, you know your risk, predefined it, and right when you get in, set it so you don't adjust it at all mid-trade. Then when you start trusting yourself with that, you'll build some confidence, and you'll probably start trading better, in my opinion. Previous close there, 796. Man, I just want PRCH to not do what it's doing. That's the only trade I've had today. I've been trying to milk it for everything it's worth. But she's curling back around a little bit at the moment. Yeah, it's the hardest part. PRCH back up to $8. Come on, dude. Seriously, going to test out going back green on the day? I think I'm not going red on this. So if it curls back up, I'm going to, pretty much break even or tiny profits. Should have taken profits at the support from yesterday. I didn't look. Being the dummy that I am, I didn't look yesterday. I looked more at the way past chart history. This is a very slow play, but I'm considering getting involved with VSAT against 1220. No, I don't want that many shares. I feel like I need to lower the risk a bit today based on how the market is. A may stab at VSAT against 1220. It feels like just a slow fader against the highs. 1220, order filled on VSAT. So I'm involved with those two. I'm going to set the OCO. See, Doug, like I struggle with that initially too when going live. So that's why I set the stop so I don't really have to worry about it. Let's see, 20. Set the stop and just kind of like let it work. Yeah, VSAT, it just feels kind of heavy against VWAP and slow. It looks like it's respecting the 200-day and in previous chart resistance. So I'm going to try to involve myself with that and see if that one will fade today. Let me look at freaking support from yesterday. 1175 we have. In previous close, 1171. So if that thing pulls down into the 70s, it should only be smart to take some off. All right, I'm involved in those two and trying to milk them for everything that they're worth. VSAT's going to be slower, but I'm fine with that. VVPR has been heavy against 550 and really has been pulling back. THTX, that dead cat bounce play that we were looking at, dead cat bounce is, getting that bounce right around kind of the area we wanted, but that's a slow one. All right, Doug, one major thing that was helping was documenting the trades, what went right, and what was the trade, a gamble or part of the strategy. Nice, yeah. You got the right mindset. You definitely are thinking along the right lines. Just, make sure you just know your approach. As Warren Buffett said one time, I like this. He said, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. And that's essentially like the edge I trade intraday, because human behavior has never really changed as long as I've been watching these tickers move. Like, people buy into the FOMO, they sell into the capitulation. That's why I was thinking a dead cat bounce ERT, HTX, because longs are exhausted now, shorts are going to start covering. Like, you just taking the opposite side of the move, essentially. And Kayvon's been doing this a long time too, and he's a counter-trend contrarian trader, so there's probably some wisdom in that. There's a lot, though. There's a lot, dude. It's like you'll know how to trade, and then what? You got all these other things at play. So you know your setups, but then you don't let your, like in my case, I cap my winners early. I might have a good edge, and the percentage of winners might be good, but that doesn't matter as much. It's kind of superfluous if you don't let your winners run for you. Really been trying to practice that a lot. But it's hard to practice when you're not getting a winner running for you. All right, I'm going to flip around, see what else is moving out there. BNZI is a little penny play. breaching its highs. I see 160 as a lot of resistance there, BNZI. Just everything is trying to MLGO. I've seen this so many times, these sympathy kind of plays. 20 cents to locate shares on BNZI. That's tempting. Let me look. 160 is so tough on it, like 170. Let me look at the short interest on this. I'm scarred from the MLGO that I always look at the short interest now. Like, you idiot, why didn't I look at that? 2%, 2%. Just like milk, 2%. Alright, let's do this. I will accept you, BNZI. Risk is like 170 there. Kind of just want to start it, but it feels like it's got more juice on it. Let me throw it on the watch list and just monitor it, because it feels like it might have a little bit more juice. 150 was hit. It pulled back. 170 is really tough. Yeah, I really like 170. Monitoring it for 170. Really a spike up, I would short into it. Ah, shoot, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll be right back. Come to the bathroom. Oh my god, PPPR. Come on. Or BNZI. Dang it, dude. Just had located the shorts. 148 to 128. Oh, man. That's one way to piss a man off right there. Dang it. I feel like that one's done now. Dollar Tree's at its highs. GME is at its highs. VVPR bouncing up to 510 right now. I feel like I'd be chasing this, getting involved with it. If it gives sloppy seconds, I could just risk the highs. I don't know if it's going to give sloppy seconds. There's just not a lot of room on this one. It opened right around 110 or so, so there's not a lot of room at this point. It doesn't feel like. Man, that's annoying. So freaking annoying. Elevator's down right when you're about to get into it. Yeah, it's got like 120, 110 support. There's just not a lot of room at this point. So that was a waste of 20 cents. Anybody else get that? Isaiah's over there. He definitely hit it. He's like, I ain't going to rub the salt in the wound. I ain't going to do it. Go ahead and rub it in. You keep pulling the trigger. I'm over here waiting for... That's one of the emotions, too. It's like being wrong, missing out, and leaving money on the table, being wrong, losing... So missing out. Like, just essentially the fear of... Well, it comes down to predicting. So that's the problem. Like, I see the good setup, and I'm kind of like, I want to predict. I want more on it. I want it to pop up a little bit more for me. All right, so there was one miss today. That was BNZI. I was about to hit it. You missed that one. Okay. Whew. I'm glad. No, I'm just messing. I wish you would have. Yeah, I was a little hesitant too, because I just wanted a little bit more juice on it. I was about to just go in like half the position size, so. All right, Dollar Tree is going straight up. Doug, your weak point right now is knowing your exit point and sticking to it. Like as far as your profits target exit or your... Okay, Dollar Tree's up at resistance, but when the market sells off, it seems like Dollar General is like the inverse ETF. This thing's just going to spike. So on the loss side and sticking to it, that's why you got to set it right when you get in. Set your stop. That's what I do too. I set the training wheels on there. Set the stop right when I get in, so I'm not having to really honestly worry about it. It gets rid of a lot of the emotions because you're just trading probabilities. You're taking your signal, like at the house. You're taking the house signal, right? The house says we have the edge at the blackjack table, so we don't achieve our favorable outcome if we apply no risk. So you got to apply the risk, set the stop, and whatever happens, happens. You have to accept it. Like, that's the one thing. I inherently thought, I'm a risk taker because I'm a day trader, but I didn't fully accept it. You have to fully accept the inherent risk per trade. Risk says more things can happen than will happen. Once you fully accept that and understand that you're not trading a certainty, you're trading the probability. Every trade, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. There are a lot of gurus who would like to say they know, but you truly don't know what's going to happen. Every trade has different implications, has different traders around the world involved in it. We've seen even the last few days trades that gave everything back and curled right back around, which traditionally that doesn't happen. So you wouldn't necessarily expect it, but anything can happen. You trade the probabilities, let the winners run. Embrace the risk, truly accept the risk per trade. It takes away a lot of the emotions. You think more objectively. Keith, good morning. Kevin and you all just fell out of bed on my face again. Well, how's your face looking? You don't want to mess up that face, man. They got your face all over town on people's rings and their blinks and whatnot. Can't mess that face up, man. Yep, so far sitting green, but man, it's been a weird day. In 2 trades. BNZI might be giving sloppy seconds here. I tried to nearly get that 150, missed that. working two. I'm working two actually. VSAT and PRCH. Slower plays. But Doug, once you learn to trust yourself, like it alleviates a lot of the emotions. I never say you completely rid yourself of emotions. You just learn what they're telling you. So when you feel scared, for instance, it's like of shorting something because it's just going up straight forever, maybe that's a good signal to get short, you know? You just learn what your emotions are essentially conveying to you the longer you do it. You don't, because you've seen it so many times. You learn how to react based off of your emotions and what they're telling you. IMTE squeezing up, Muhammad. All right, IMTE, good call. 220 magic area. Always go over that. We saw that with ANTE. Now IMTE. It is chat room fest, pump and dump these little penny plays week. I mean, seriously. IMTE, let's look at the short interest there. Yahoo Finance statistics, IMTE. Short percent of the float is only 0.30%. Will it MLGO? Probably not. Probably not. But it recently just hit a low of 50 cents. And now it's getting a nice climb on up. How high can she go, ladies and gentlemen? IMTE. Make your predictions now. IMTE spiking off to the moon. Good call, Muhammad. All right. Whoa! IMTE per 100 shares to short. It is $6.50. It's an opportunity cost. It's probably worth it. Decline. Feel like deal or no deal. I do not accept. I don't know. I don't want to be front side on this. Is pump and dump week. I don't want to be front side here. IMT $2 up to $3. This one had a climb. I mean, these are all happening very identically, right? ANTE was one of them. ANTE, and then no, not ANTE. Shoot. It was VVPR. The Monday had a move, and look at this. It's all momentum shifts. Oh my God! It's like this is a great lesson for you guys. Momentum shifts happen. So you see this VVPR. It's like starts dying off, and traders are like, "Dang it! I need something else to long. That ain't working out. So let me pump IMTE." Then all the chats get on this, and then this volume dies out, and then they're like, "Well, okay, time to pump up something else that has no volume on it." I've been in the chat rooms. I know how they work. I'm honestly kind of surprised that, like, the FTC doesn't shut them down, because like this, look at this. I mean, no volume on something and like clear manipulation. Like, everyone together, march. It's I don't know. I mean, it's just surprising to me. Like they seeing what they have gone over, what the FTC has gone after. In other words, and then the fact that they, like, you know, it is what it is. All right. IMTEs, we'll keep an eye on it. Dollar Tree still making new highs. GME at its highs. VVPR finally just pooping out, giving everything back. A lot of these plays are pooping out, guys, so just be mindful of that. IMTE still kind of, that one's got the volume on it right now, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, DLTR I like. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just, what's the market doing? So the market, like, it seems like the market sell-off just pushes DLTR up. DLTR. Earnings miss. It's so funny. Like, I was reading this book, and it was telling me how, like, in the 70s, like back in the 70s when traders were trading, like, fundamentals were everything, because people didn't have their personal trading computers probably to even look at technicals. You were literally just trading, you'd call your whatever, the prop shops, whatever they called them back then, and be like, get me into this. It was all based on fundamentals. And the longer things have been traversing, the more fundamentals have just become ridiculous. Fundamentals. 7.24% short interest on Dollar Tree. I just find it amusing. DLTR is at a lot of resistance levels. I mean, this is what I look for. Let me see, like, some average candlesticks relative to today. Today's making a pretty massive move relative to any other green trading day. I don't know. I mean, this thing can... just looking at different charts. I mean, 75's clearly really tough. 75.20. I don't think I'd give it that much, though. Yeah, I mean, it's feeling that way, Kayvon. I'm considering joining you. It's really one of the only things out here to trade right now is the problem. I mean, GME straight up. VVPR Maze bouncing around magic 20-cent area, 420. What's IMTE doing right now? IMTE still figuring out its future. DLTR started at 72.84. Nice. Yeah. Definitely see that. I'll probably start it here in a little bit as well. I don't want to do what I just did and completely miss out. See, that's my fear of missing out. I start things early I miss out entirely because I want more on it. I do want a little bit more on it. Right now, PRCH is cracking its bear flag. Isaiah, you still kicking back with me on PRCH? We're looking good there. PRCH, big dump right there. Big dump. Speaking of big dumps, let me not get into that. All right, we're cracking that 780, which is good, PRCH. So, for those that are interested in learning here from my mistakes, what I should have done here with yesterday's high that was going to be support is take half off right there, and if it pops up to this previous close line, $8 in previous close, like, scale back into it. So you're taking profits, you're getting back into it, you're just working your average. But yeah, that was a good drop, PRCH. It's I like to see it. All right, DLTR, I'm still kind of sitting around its highs right now. Come on. Where are you going to crack this and then pop back over it? Honestly, I'm kind of getting annoyed with it. Look at this. Sells off, lower shadow down here. Now it's trying to hold again. Yeah, but, I mean, it just rejected that PCL very well, so I don't really want it back over that. I am going to adjust my risk on it. Like, I don't want it back over 796, especially after it just falls off of it. So I'll monitor that. DLTR New highs right now. Again, the 50-day there is 71. I don't know if it's going to really pull back on. I mean, that's a whole. I mean, maybe. All right, what's the IMTE doing? IMTE, yeah, would have been profitable to locate those. Over $3, starting to pull back. DLTR, I'm still thinking about it. PRCH, I'm going to adjust my risk there. I hate that lower shadow. Back over $8, I'll be out of it. PRCH. I'm trying to work a winner as long as I can, but I'm going to adjust that. I don't want it back over 8. Big volume on SPY. SPY getting a little... Yeah, look at that volume. Over 500,000 shares right there. IP still pulling back. Let me look at the watch list real quick, see what's going on. Now that the SPY is going up, maybe PRCH will be met with some resistance. I love that 75 area on DLTR. I feel like I'm starting out a little too early. If that's the risk in mind. Yeah, I'm about to join you. I think it's starting to get a little juicy. Throw an order out there, 73.40, just to start it. But I like it more over 74. A 14-cent spread, so I'm trying to get involved with it. Sitting still right here. Hope it doesn't go to 74. It's sitting pretty stagnant right here. Not a huge fan of that. Got filled. Half of what I'm going to go into it, 73.25. Yeah, I like it back down towards 71.50 or 72-ish. Let me look. We got support down here, 71 to 2, 71 to 2. All right. DLTR. Yeah, at least set a stop in place just so I'm not sitting here thinking about it. 72.50. No, not 72.50. Let's do... All right, going to kick back with that one. VSAT, still chilling with that one. PRCH, probably with that one all day. Probably with all these all day. I'm just going to look around, see if there's anything else while I'm involved with those. I will say trading smaller size definitely like takes all emotions out of it. It's pretty nice. Trading with size that just gets you in, like pads the wallet, but you think objectively, just to help get to Q. IMTE did sloppy seconds up over 3, up towards 317. What, did DLTR just sell off? A little bit. Yeah, a little sell off right there. Cracking the trend. Cracking the trend a little bit. We'll see if that one can start pulling back in a little bit. IMTE, yeah, that sloppy seconds was pretty good. Thanks, Isaiah. Yeah, I mean, I'm in so small, it's like I don't really care what it does right here position. Like, if it pulls back a point, I'll take it. If it pops up a point, I'll size into it a little bit. I like that 75 resistance. I just don't know if there's anything left out there. Oh my god, IMTE. Oh, those $6 for 100 shares would have been nice there. Oh my gosh. Dude, penny stocks, like, guys, if you surf the web and you're on the stock twits or Twitter stuff, like, I mean, not that anybody's going to post about it, but there are a lot of blow-ups today. I can nearly guarantee it. Because long CMLGO, and they are, like, begging for it. And they get in, and they do not set any risk at all. They're just like, diamond hands, baby, all the way to 1,000. Oh, it's sad to see. I mean, you see the emotions on these tickers. You really do. QFIN might be getting your interest. That's maybe something you would trade, Kayvon. Maybe. QFIN popping up towards 47.50. Resistance 48. Technology play, but pretty decent climb on the day. I'll throw that one on the watch list. So DLTR, now that it's pretty much broken this uptrend, like I could size into it. Add to a winner, you know, like I never do. Here's the trend that it broke. I could hit it again on a pop, risking like the highs, 73.50. I'd have to bring the stop way down. You become like less flexible with the price action, which I don't like when I size into these winners because I can't give them as much room. That's what I don't like. What's my average on it? Average 73.25. K-Vine's on the 2-minute timeline, still holding 2-minute 90 EMA. Needs to crack right here. 5-minute 90 EMA is at 72. Okay. Spy is popping up, which is probably why we're getting the sell-off on TLTR. It's like, okay, now people have money to not shop at Dollar Tree. Spy sells off. Okay, now people do have money. Muhammad, IMTE, you shorted into the first wave, was scared to short it again when it hit 317. Oh no, dude, 220 now this thing's at. Oh my gosh, dude, this thing is brutal. You know, yesterday there was a trade GHTG, DHTG, GHTG. Oh, frick, I can't remember. It pretty much gave the whole. It gave everything back like this, 317 all the way down, and then it curled back around and reclaimed. Curled all the way back around and reclaimed. Unbelievable. So, with that being said, I mean, I would not expect that to do that, but 220 it may hold up down here for a little bit. All right, DLTR's trying to hold up 17 or 72 60s. I don't know what your 2-minute timeline looks like with the 9 EMA. All right, I gotta go sit on the throne for a little bit. I'll mute my mic though, Kayvon. Don't worry about it. I'll be back in just a second. All right, let's see how everything's doing. Oh, man. Keith used a half a toilet paper each time. God bless it, dude. It must be raw down there. Alright, Dollar Tree. Nice. See, you just need patience. Sometimes you just gotta go sit on the toilet. Oh, God, I don't know what to do with DLTR. Oh, well, I set a profit target right there. I guess that's what I'll do with it. Alright. 10 shares making 12 bucks. I'll take it. Taking that DLTR. Nice. Good job. Who else got that? Isaiah, were you involved with it too? I would like to have left leftovers, but I didn't have nearly enough shares for that. It's pulling back under it may pull back under the 50-day down there, 71. It may try to get to. We'll see. But yeah, good work there, guys. Good work. All right, let's see what else is popping off. See if there's anything else moving right now for us. QFIN still going up. Oh, still going up. Good. Good discipline, Isaiah. Good discipline. Yeah, QFIN's a little spready there. I think that's what I'm doing, guys. I really feel like I learned the holy grail for what I'm doing right now. Just small size, widen the risk, because the entries are usually not bad. It's like the exits that have been killing me. PLTK is in this little bit of a bull flag, which you know I don't trust ever. That's got resistance at 550, 545. PLTA, oh, it's on earnings. It's on earnings. Probably not a trade there. Probably not a trade there. Earnings, they hold up more so than a lot of things. BNZI. I did locate shares here, and it is popping back up close to 150. Sloppy seconds. That thing dumped 148 down to 125. Keith Dollar trades toilet paper like sandpaper. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing I will spend some money on is good quality toilet paper. BNZI on these sloppy seconds, I might be interested in against 150. So a lot of these longs are going to be getting out for break even up here. I don't want to force any trades. I really don't want to force any trades. I will stab at it 143 though, as it's popping up close up here to 150. It's like a 155 stop, so not just something to pad the wallet. Lots of reclaims, though. Lots of reclaims out there. Yeah, looks like it wants to reclaim. Like I said, I mean, maybe it does. Like a lot of what's been happening out there. It's been just madness out there with these reclaims after those elevator downs. It's not. I don't feel like it's the day to just be like adding, hitting. You know, just today's been. It's good if you're green. That's how today feels. It's good if you're green. DLTR. Man, oh man. Wow. Yeah, we nailed it, Kayvon. We nailed that near the top there. Good work. $11.16 now, flipping around. Man, DLTR, we nailed the top. QFIN sitting right near its high right now. 8-cent spread, so I don't love that. PLTK, that earnings play coming up to its highs. Let me know if there's anything else you guys see out there. Look at so many of these reclaims, though. AT&M trying to as well. Like, they just... lots of reclaims. Reclaim action is crazy out there. And then the BNZI that I'm involved with is curling back around to its highs. Yeah, climbing back up, right up to 150 right there. So fascinating. TLTR, $71. Oh my god. Dude, might take the long of this, honestly. Pulling back this much. Let me find a good long on it. Am I over trading at this point? I don't know. 70's good. I know. It's been a stress-free day. It really has been. That's what I've liked about today. It's been stress-free. I mean, it hasn't been... $71 is the 50 days pulling back under. Yeah, it's really just been stress-free. Been fairly chill day. Yeah, I don't know. It could be greedy. I don't feel like I'm greedy. 2.5 points that just dropped, though. And we got 70 as support. I mean, my original opinion of this was it would potentially pull back under that 50-day, which it just did. I kind of like it here. I feel like I'm in the flow right now, flow state. Kind of like it for a little bounce down here. I'll put an order out on the bid, see if it panics down to it. All right, got filled 70, 60. Probably like a 70-20 risk. All right, we'll try that out. Yeah, feeling a little flow state. Don't want to get too greedy like you're saying, but want to take the trades as I see them. BNZI, it's like edging up to its highs. Not great there. What do I have? A small share size 143. VSAT's working out. Preach just pulled under 780 again. Good. So Preach is working out really well. Good. I mean, today hasn't not been like a ton of great opportunities, but making the most of it, it feels like. BNZI just got hit against that doing a double top up there at 150, so I like that. I could size into that, you know, the fact that it just did that 150 and just risk 150, or just let it play around a little bit. ZYBT 920, Muhammad. All right, ZYBT. My God. All right, it's a recent-ish IPO. Yeah, this is the daily chart. I just don't like the daily. It's up about 100% the last couple days, but yeah, not a huge fan of the daily. But yeah, yesterday 5 to 920. It's so thin. It's trading so thin. That's the scary part about that one. All right. Involved in 4 trades right now, just kicking back, letting them work. DLTR, no bouncy yet. No bouncy yet. BNZI, nice. That one's still pulling back. VSAT, that one's pulling back. I have a 1198 average there, so very happy with that. Preach down to 770, dude. Nice. I got a 822 average still working there. VVPR, look at this reclaim action. VVPR back up to over 450, back up over VWAP. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. DLTR, I have a 70-20 stop if that one keeps pulling back. We'll see what that's going to do. Preach is still good. Oh, that one just got a decent pop off of the 60s. But still working that one pretty good. I'm gonna finally take half off on PRCH and just set and adjust the stop with the rest. DLTR I just got stopped out of. We'll do PRCH. 822 average. We'll do $8 stop. 725 profit on the rest. And then VSAT, that one's working out so far so good right now. On the hangover, that one's pulling back. Excelente. BNZI, that one's sitting right at my average, so nothing going on there. VVPR still strong. I know, dude. I know. DLTR. That's a theme, though, amongst both of us. I don't know. You probably had a single entry, though, and it may not have. It may, I don't know. According to your trading journal, it just may be better in the long run to take your single entries. I don't know if you've looked at that. If it's just better overall for you to take your single entries in profit. Okay, you doubled up. Okay, probably should have left leftovers. I don't know. Would you agree? I mean, even me with a measly 10 shares should have left 5. You know, that would have been padding the wallet right there. So, mistakes made for sure. Mistakes made. I mean, does it seriously go green to red? Green to red on the day? I don't know. I mean, it's probably a good bounce play right here now. What's SPY doing? Yeah, okay. BNZI I'm going to get out of. I don't like it. It's just sitting right around my average. So I'm just working VSAT and PRCH right now. VSAT's looking great. And PRCH just kicking back with the leftovers there. But yeah, let me see. PRCH I've already adjusted my risk. VSAT's good. VSAT's good. Oh my god, DLTR. Kayvon, I'm tempted. SPY popping, DLTR getting a pop in accordance. Okay, VSAT sitting right here at a level that I said I was going to take half off at. Is that some support from yesterday? VSAT. Alright, so let me do it then. Adjusted stops at my break-even price, $11.98, $11.50. All right, PRCH, VSAT, leftovers, working those. DLTR, a little bounce there off of 69.50. Yeah, Muhammad, VVPR. Popping up, 450s, trying to hold up right now on that VWAP. Not seeing a ton else right now, though. Are you guys seeing anything? I might just be kicking back with leftovers and see if we can pad the wall a little bit more today. The new rule is taking setups when I see them. I just don't see anything right now that interests me other than really DLTR on a scoop. I already took one L there. Man, there's a lot of support down here at 68. Cannot believe if this thing would give everything back today. Man, that was unfortunate. Yeah, kind of played that one bad. Should have sized into it when I went to take a dump and then taken leftovers off and let the rest ride. Hit resistance perfect though. Adjusted stop on PRC of 822 average, so I'm up 40 cents on those, which is pretty good. Yeah, if that climbs back up to 8, I'm getting out of that. And then VSAT, that one climbs back up to my average, I'm getting out of that. DLTR down at 69. My God. Oh man, this one. I'm doing it again, Kayvon. Wish me luck. This is the last try. All right. 69.18. Against 68. Small share size, so pads the wallet or doesn't affect the day too much. Stop at 68. Take profit. We'll do. Last try. Yeah, that one's tough. That one's tough. Last try on that one for me. Alright. My two leftovers are curling around. PRCH is curling around. I hate my life over that. Oh well. I need leftovers to work for me for once in my life. So, traders, that's going to be it for me. At bare minimum, going to be at quota on the day if neither the two leftovers or DLTR, gets a bounce on it. If everything else works out, it'll probably be at least a 2.5 Q day at minimum Q. So do a little flip action one more time to see if anything else is popping off, but doesn't appear so. I mean, QFIN still sitting at its highs. VVPR flushing off of the 450s. PLTK, as in an earnings, is coming up to its upper resistance. I might work on like some videos for CPro or something, like how to set OCOs. I've had that question before. What, are you short on it, Muhammad? You didn't chase that one down, did you? Yeah, I put a 68 stop with minimal shares. If that one pops a 1.5 or 2, it'll pad the wallet. Otherwise, small loss. So I'll be all right with it. I'll be all right. Drop in, what, 4.5 points like that? My God. Can we get some kind of a little bounce on it? Or is it going to give? Is it literally going to go green to red after making a red to green move on the day like that? But traders, that's gonna wrap up today for me. We gave it our best shot. Sniped out some good trades, and gonna be green. Green's good on today. It's a tough day. It's a tough day. Unless you short a DLTR at the top and actually let your winner run. Margarita in the house. Howdy, folks. You been trading today, Margarita? How's your day been going? How's your day been going? Just wrapping up here. No, I'm not shorting it down here, Muhammad. Heck no. No, I would never do that. I'm longing it. Sorry. I probably need to communicate that when I long it. Yeah, I'm not shorting it down 4.5 points. I'm scooping it. Doing a little scoopy action. Yeah. Yeah, I short into euphoria, buy into fear. I definitely would never short something down like this. Unless I'm working leftovers, I would leave leftovers. PRCH is climbing back up to 8. What did I take that at, PRCH? You look at my trades on today. This is what I like to see. I like to see this. Like 12, 12. I got hopefully another 10, 12 working, and then very small losers. What was it? I was looking at PRCH. I've got some at 772. Okay, that's at least pretty good. Don't trust the climate, so you're sitting out today. I absolutely understand that. The climate's been very, very strange. With all the reclaims out there in attempts to reclaim after selling completely off, at least in Pennyland. At least that's the case in Pennyland. No, yeah, I should have said that. MG. Should have said that, MG. I would not short something. Yeah. Yeah, trust that. I'm not going to short something down like that. Ain't going to happen. Yeah, so hoping to get to 2Q today, but given everything opportunity to work, I am very happy about that. That's how we're going to retrain our mind to start working consistent profits, is rather than, taking small losses, sticking to your risk, and letting your winners work, even if they don't. Like, if I can get a day where these winners work, DLTR, that's happened several times where I'm in extremely small share size and I'm like, it ain't gonna make sense to just take half off, and it makes sense. In fact, it makes sense, both spelt CENTS and SENCE. Oh well. My dream is, like, I love taking the short of it and the long of it. I love that. I mean, I'm not doing that right now strictly because it's like, man, I'm trying to get both sides of it. But it just helps you think objectively. Like, I'm not one-sided on it. Like, oh, this is entirely a short. I like to do a short over the 50-day, but, when it panics, I like to, take advantage of the other side of it too. I know, Isaiah. Exactly. The power to trade both sides of it. Just taking the short, taking the long initially, then taking the short. You, stop thinking, just one-sided. Yeah. Stop being, essentially eliminating bias, right? You're eliminating bias because you're just trading the chart. Just trading the chart. Let's get DLTR to reclaim highs. Do what Pennyland's doing. BNZI. Oh my god. It broke over the highs. Clearly I should have stuck with it. I didn't like the sideways action on it, but god bless it, dude. This thing 151 just dropped down to 120. Oh me, oh my. That was the miss a couple times. I gave a couple good opportunities. Oh well. I'm overall pretty happy with the day. Even if these last few trades don't work out, I feel like we've been doing fairly well. Are you still with DM, Isaiah? That one's still sideways, fading off a bit. QFIN, there's something there if you're sticking around. BNZI did that liquidity grab up and over the highs, another elevator down. That causes trepidation amongst the longs, right? When they see these candlesticks on the red side, they go 150 down to 125. It's like, okay, thing can drop 25 cents, and then on the way up, we're taking the stairs, and on the way down, we're taking the elevator, so it's not entirely fun for them. And it keeps them, honestly away, which is good for the shorts. Gave up on it, yeah, just kind of going sideways. Under 2Q, so chilling. Yep, good work. Good work, good work. 2Q and chilling. What's SPY doing? SPY's at lows. So DLTR, we'll see what that does. DLTR was spiking when the SPY was selling off, so I don't know if they really work in conjunction with one another. Yeah, that was kind of a miss, BNZI. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Just kicking back. I'm gonna wrap it up, though. Show you guys what I'm working with. DLTR, small long against 68. That one wants to pop another point or two. You know, I can pad the wallet for 10, 15 bucks on that one. PRCH, I'm kicking back with leftovers there, average 822, and VSAT got leftovers there, 1198 average. So I'll revisit, you know, closer to the close today and see if we can get up to 2-3Q on the day, or if we're just going to be sitting at Q. Margarita, looking forward to catching the recap. I bet you are. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a recap today. I'm going to do like a how-to video, I think, on OCO orders. I've had a few questions about that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, when I first started this challenge, I did my videos on the day would be, I'd cut them and condense them. I think you guys mentioned do like shorts on it. I don't know. Not everybody's here for the live trading, so I don't know if they go back and watch the live streams or not. It's a lot of work, though. Like, I'd have to trade, and then I'd have to take the 2-3 hour video and chop it up, which I can do maybe, but I don't. That's a lot of time. I don't know if I have time for it, for doing that. So, thinking about that a little bit. Just thinking about that a little bit. Probably would burn myself out a bit doing all that. On the edits, at least. All right, traders. Yeah, email me if you have any questions. everydaytrading@gmail.com. I'm going to wrap it up here and see what the rest of these are going to do today. I'm going to get to work on an OCO video. And I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Good job. The green team. The green team continues. $34 a day, including the weekends. Keeps the headaches away. $1,000 a month, including the weekends. So if we can get Q up to, like, I don't know, $50 a day is $1,000 a month. That adds up. That adds up. So Isaiah, the 3 to 5 minute recap. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just I'd love you guys, your suggestions, because like people just unsubscribe. They don't say, you know, what they want, and so I gotta kind of figure it out. I love the live streaming, but you know, the recaps and live trading is very interesting, and then that gets, you know, a couple hundred views. But the 3 to 5 minute recaps are fairly simple. Like, I can do those. They're very easy. I can do those in one take and pump those out in probably like 30 minutes. Good way to get people to watch the lives. Yeah. That is true. That's true. All right, why don't I do that? Let me make a 5-minute video right now. I'll work on the OCO and then revisit. Yeah, because that doesn't take me long. I think like initially, because I studied cinematic arts in school, so I've edited a lot of content, and I'm like a perfectionist as far as editing goes. I want to add the sound effects, the transitions, this and that. Like I hate producing bad content on the edits, but I kind of have to to not get burnt out. Like I have to just pump it out, like pump content out. Execute on the content versus just trying to perfect every second of it. Kind of speaking to you guys, but thinking out loud a little bit. Keith, I'll see you later, man. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Don't roll out of the bed and hit your head tomorrow. Margarita, a link to your lives in the first comment on the recaps. I guess, but yeah, I could do that. It's probably my fault. I just assume people know I'm live. I don't know if they really do or not. Guys, this is making a huge difference on my account. Is like lowering size and widening risk. Last week I top tick everything. This week we're doing good. I think that was a major thing for us. Major thing. Last week top ticked everything. I know, Isaiah, you were doing that a little bit too. It's the worst when you're top ticking, man. Like I had so much frustration last week. So I mean, try to be introspective, right? The worst thing you can do is think like you're smarter than the market when this market's just spitting out neutral data. Like it's not trying to cause frustration or piss. Like you can't blame the market. It's just very neutral. Obviously, the problems are within your state of mind. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys a lot. I'm going to do some things to help you guys out as much as I can. You guys are doing well. But if you want, let me think about it. I need to do some like giveaways soon or something. Like giveaway among the 10% the book. What I really want to do, I'll tell you guys what I really want to do. I was thinking about it this morning. I want to fund somebody's account, a CPro account. I want to do like a huge giveaway like that. I mean, I wouldn't. It'd be probably like, I don't know, probably be like a $500 small account. But that might be a few months or so. I want to adopt a trader and like pretty much give them the trading rules. Adopt a trader. I could coin that. Adopt a trader. Give them all the trading rules, teach them, give them all the insight details, and just see how they do. Make a CPro Basics playlist. Yeah. There we go. Love it. Yeah. DLTR up over VWAP now. Hitting a level of resistance from the last two trading days, which is the problem, potentially. Popping up over it. Is the SPY getting a pop or what? SPY selling off, DLTR going up. That's how it works. That's how she works. SPY selling off, DLTR. It's like I'm going up. Keith, I appreciate you, bro. Bro, yeah, I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Keith, a ton. We're going to the top. I'm taking you guys with me. We're going to the top. Those that are in here and really want to learn how to trade the right way, even though I don't always execute the right way, I can help get you there. I promise. I can help write this blueprint. We just got to follow it. It's like one thing to know how to trade, another thing to execute on it. Because of the emotions in the ocean. Seeing what DLTR is going to do right here at 70. I don't know why. I need to just let this thing work up. It's just sitting right at resistance from the last 2 days, though. See if it can get up and over that. My average is at 69.18. All right. 69.18. So you know what I'm going to do? What I tell you guys I should always do. And don't do it. Going to set a adjusted stop at my average price, and like I said, it's either going to be Q today. I'm sitting at 2Q right now, but I'm gonna let these work. Set an adjusted stop at my break-even price on it, and keep letting her work. All right, traders. I will check out. Keep an eye out for the video. I'm going to make a recap here. We'll make a recap here in just a second, and then or go over the OCOs, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Email me if you need any help. everydaytrading@gmail.com.